What if I told you that LeBron James, the king himself, sometimes eats like he's prepping for war, and sometimes like he's celebrating Thanksgiving every single night? We all know he's one of the greatest athletes to ever play the game. But when it comes to his diet, prepare to be shocked. And trust me, you'll be floored when you hear the real secret about LeBron's eating habits at the end of this video. This isn't your average athlete's meal plan. This is LeBron's world, and it's wild. The public obsession, what does LeBron really eat? Let's be honest, the world is obsessed with LeBron James, not just because of his skills on the court, but because of the freakish way his body defies age, injuries, and even gravity. The man is in his 40s, yet he's out there dunking on 20-somethings like it's nothing. Fans, fitness gurus, and even other athletes want to know, what does LeBron eat to stay in such insane shape? Instagram gives us glimpses. A taco night here, a fancy pizza there. But what's really fueling the king every single day? LeBron's meals are legendary for a reason. They're as carefully engineered as his training schedule. Every bite, every snack, every glass of wine, it's all planned for peak performance. But that doesn't mean it's boring. In fact, LeBron's diet is full of surprises. Breakfast fit for a king. Forget about sugar-loaded cereal or greasy bacon. For LeBron, breakfast is the cornerstone of his empire. He almost always starts with something clean but powerful, a meal built for energy, not excess. Egg white omelets are a staple, packed with protein but easy on the calories. Berries make a regular appearance, adding antioxidants and that natural sugar rush. Sometimes it's Greek yogurt on the side, rich in protein and probiotics. And for the days when LeBron wants a little more, he'll go for gluten-free pancakes. Yes, pancakes! But don't get too excited. These aren't drowned in syrup. Instead, they're paired with a handful of berries or a bit of honey for a hit of natural sweetness. When he wants to keep it ultra-light, it's just a whole wheat bagel with a thin smear of peanut butter. Simple, filling, and straight to the point. LeBron's breakfast isn't about decadence. It's about starting strong, fueling his body for what's ahead. Because when you're LeBron James, there's always something ahead. Shoot-arounds, weight training, practice, and games. There's no room for a food coma. Snacks, the king never stops. Here's where things start to get relentless. If you think LeBron just eats 3 square meals a day, think again. The king snacks, constantly. Between breakfast and lunch, there's a pit stop for fruit. Apples, bananas, berries. If it grows on a tree or bush, it's fair game. But there's more. Protein powder mixed with water or almond milk, a scoop of yogurt, a handful of nuts, almond butter on apple slices. LeBron's snacks are all about fast energy and clean fuel. He avoids empty calories, always opting for things that will keep his body moving and his mind sharp. Every snack is timed for a reason. Sometimes it's just before a weight session, sometimes right after practice. He's not eating out of boredom, he's eating with intent. And it's not just about food. Hydration is a massive part of his day. LeBron's known for sipping water or electrolyte drinks throughout every hour. If you've seen him on the bench, you know there's always a bottle in his hand. Pre-game and in-game fuel built for battle. If you want to know what separates LeBron from the average NBA player, look at his pre-game routine. Food isn't just about taste, it's about science. Hours before tip-off, LeBron loads up on lean proteins and slow carbs, chicken breast grilled to perfection, a pile of steamed veggies, and whole wheat pasta. This is the meal that will power him through the first 2 quarters. No fried foods, no heavy sauces, just the basics executed flawlessly. And at halftime, most people imagine NBA stars loading up on energy drinks or scarfing down fast food. Not LeBron. He's as methodical in his mid-game nutrition as he is with his fadeaway jumpers. Sometimes it's a simple PB&J sandwich, the classic loaded with carbs and just enough fat to keep him going. Sometimes it's another hit of fruit. Yes, fruit again. The king is borderline obsessed. Why so strict? Because LeBron knows even the tiniest change in energy levels can mean the difference between a game-winning dunk and a flat fourth quarter. Every gram of food is calculated. Every bite has a purpose. Dinner when discipline meets decadence. But what about after the final buzzer? This is where LeBron lets loose, at least sometimes. Dinner can range from ultra-healthy to pure indulgence, depending on how hard he's pushed himself. Let's start with the discipline side. More lean protein, more greens, sometimes a big salad loaded with grilled chicken or fish. If he's keeping it clean, that's all he needs to recover. But when LeBron wants to celebrate or just feels like treating himself, the menu opens up. Surf and turf, anyone? Filet mignon and lobster tail are not off limits for the king. Chicken parmesan, rich and cheesy, makes an appearance every now and then. And then there's the famous Blaze pizza. LeBron doesn't just invest in Blaze, he actually eats it. Sometimes he'll load up a pizza with all 16 available toppings. It's a rare sight, but it happens, and fans go wild when they catch it on Instagram. There's also a softer side to LeBron's evening cravings: Fruity Pebbles cereal. That's right, the king is obsessed with this childhood treat. He loves it so much he even designed a signature sneaker inspired by the colorful cereal. But don't be fooled, these indulgences are always balanced out. LeBron never lets a cheat meal turn into a cheat week. Nightcap, the Pinot Chronicles. As night falls, there's one ritual LeBron rarely skips: a glass of red wine. It's not about getting buzzed, it's about winding down, appreciating the moment, and enjoying life's finer things. His Instagram is filled with wine posts, usually tagged with Pinot Chronicles. You'd be hard-pressed to find another NBA star who documents their wine journey quite like LeBron. Red wine, in moderation, is said to have health benefits. But for LeBron, it's more about balance. He works hard, eats clean, and enjoys a taste of luxury when the day is done. It's a humanizing detail, proof that even the most disciplined athletes allow themselves a little pleasure. The off-season, insane discipline. But if you think LeBron's diet is all about pizza and wine, think again. During the off-season, when it's time to drop weight or reset his body, LeBron takes things to the extreme. There was one off-season where he famously cut out all sugar, dairy, and carbs for over 9 weeks. That's right, no sweets, no ice cream, no bread, no cheese. His entire meal plan was built on lean meats, fish, veggies, and fruits. The willpower it takes to pull this off is almost unimaginable. Most people can't go a single week without a cheat meal. LeBron went more than 2 months. The results? He came back leaner, faster, and as unstoppable as ever. Let me ask you, do you think you could handle LeBron's diet, even for a single week? Could you survive on egg whites and berries for breakfast, protein powder snacks, chicken and veggies every day, and absolutely no sugar or dairy? Or would you break the first time someone offered you a bowl of Fruity Pebbles? Let us know in the comments. Because this isn't just about eating clean, it's about a level of discipline most of us will never understand. Why it works for LeBron, but not for you. So what's the secret? Why does this crazy, relentless diet work for LeBron James when it wouldn't work for the rest of us? Here's the truth. LeBron's eating habits aren't just about food. They're about timing, discipline, and relentless focus. Every meal is planned, every snack scheduled, every cheat meal earned. His body is a machine, but it's also a temple. Nutritionists, chefs, trainers, they all work together to make sure he's getting exactly what he needs, exactly when he needs it. Copying LeBron's menu won't make you the king. Without the training, the schedule, and the ironclad willpower, most of us would crash and burn. But that doesn't mean we can't learn from his approach. Discipline, balance, and knowing when to treat yourself. The real secret, LeBron's not always perfect, but he's always accountable. Now, here's the shocker you've been waiting for. LeBron isn't a machine, he's human. Sometimes he does have the extra slice of pizza. Sometimes he reaches for that late-night bowl of cereal. The real secret isn't in what he eats, it's in what he does next. LeBron never lets a slip become a slide. He gets back on track, refuels the right way, and keeps pushing forward. So, could you survive LeBron's insane diet, or would you be raiding the fridge by halftime? Let us know in the comments. Could you really handle the king's routine, or is it just too much? And before you run to the kitchen to grab a snack, hit that like button and subscribe for more inside stories about the world's greatest athletes. But remember, LeBron's real edge isn't just in the food on his plate, it's in the mindset that never lets him quit, never lets him slow down, and never lets him off the hook. That's why he's still the king. Could you keep up? Only one way to find out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.